What is going on? We are back, episode 42, and we have a really good one for you today. We're ranking the top 1980s movies, not just any movies, but pure comedies. This should be a good one. What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, living the dream. This is an exciting topic. I love the 80s. 80s movies are great. Just so many. I had a hard time narrowing down. I told you I had about 30 that I just
Yeah, I
off the
can
top of my
imagine.
head was coming. I just kept coming up more and more and more. There are just so many good movies from the 80s.
I agree that there are a lot of great comedies from the 80s, but the more and more I looked at the movies I wanted to put on here, the more and more I realized that some of them that I wanted to put on are not straight comedies. So we're going to see today if all of yours are straight comedies or they're like, you know, young romantic comedies, stuff like that. We'll see. But regardless, before we get started, I want to remind everybody out there, if you're listening to us over on YouTube, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you're listening on any of the podcast platforms, whether it be Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Spotify, or wherever, make sure you give us a 5-star review. So without getting too far into it, let's just go ahead and start ranking. Let's start. How many did you come up with? I think we both had 15, right? That's what we said we're going to do.
Well, I cut it off at 15, but I had a lot. I mean, I had a hard time limiting the movies because there was just so many classics, and they
Yeah, I
are, by the
agree.
way, straight comedies.
All right. Well, we're
There's
going to
so
see.
many.
So being that you're the guest as usual, I'm going to let you start off. What's your number 15?
Number 15, it was difficult to put it this low, but I put it this low because it was early 80s. And that was Caddyshack. I
I see.
love Caddyshack.
I knew you were going to put this on there, but I didn't make my list. It was a good, funny movie, but it just wasn't one of my favorites, not one of my top 15. But tell me why it's yours.
Dude, I mean, I was a big Chevy Chase fan. But it was a just funny movie. You had Rodney Dangerfield was in it, you know. Yeah, just overall just hysterical. All the funny scenes with Rodney, just with
I forget the
just
dude's
being
name.
being
The guy from Too Close for Comfort, who's the main character
oh
in
yeah,
the movie.
Ted Knight. Ted
Ted
Knight was
Knight.
in
That
it.
was it.
He was awesome in that too. I love
He
Ted
was
Knight. He was funny.
fantastic. He's one of the reasons to watch that movie. Yes, Chevy Chase was hysterical. Freaking Rodney Dangerfield is funny. Even Bill Murray had a great role in
Bill
that film.
Murray.
But to me,
Yeah.
it didn't make my top 15. But I like stupid movies. I know you like those corny 80s movies, but I like stupid
But this
movies.
is stupid too, man. Come on, like remember with what was his nephew's name? Ted Knight's
Oh,
nephew.
I don't remember. You
And
kidding me?
he's
Too
like,
far.
I want an ice cream, I want a hot dog. He's like, you'll get nothing and like it.
I mean, a lot of great one-liners came out of that movie as well, but didn't make my list, man. Great movie
Oh,
overall. It would probably make a lot
that's
of
a shame.
people's top 10 even. It would of 80s comedies, but for me, it just wasn't there. Probably have never seen this movie. That's how much I love it, is because it's an obscure one, but it has two of the most amazing comedians you will ever meet. They had a long string of movies together that were absolutely fantastic. And the name of the movie is called See No Evil, Hear No Evil,
Oh
with Gene
God.
Wilder and Richard Pryor.
You're really blind?
Yes, I'm really blind, man. What are you, fucking deaf?
Yes! I'm fucking deaf!
To this day, it's one of the funniest fucking movies I've
I
ever
love
seen.
that
So,
movie.
so it's if you don't know the premise, Gene Wilder is deaf and Richard Pryor is blind, and they end up meeting each other, and they're being framed for like a murder. It is so funny of all the stupid shenanigans they get into and all the stupid things that end up happening to them. Every time I see it, I'm busting out laughing in the
Yeah,
freaking
that
middle
is
of
a
the
good
movie.
one.
So I
That's
couldn't.
actually that's probably like one of your favorite movies. You love that movie.
It is. It's tremendous. It's tremendous. It was only number 15 because I don't think a lot of people know it. So to me, I don't want to put it higher.
Those two did a lot of movies together.
Oh, they were great.
Yeah, they were funny. Those two guys together were funny. Gene Wilder was fucking. I mean,
Yeah.
Richard Pryor. Oh my God.
Yeah, they were tremendous together. Tremendous together. What's your number 14?
Mine number 14 is like less known too, and it was one of my favorite movies in the 80s. And one of the actors that's in it, I mean, one of the actors was huge. The other guy was like an up and coming actor who actually made it bigger later on. and that movie is Armed and Dangerous.
What are you doing later on tonight?
Take a walk, you jerk.
Let's trot. Why can't you look this good?
See, I thought about putting that on there too, but it didn't make mine either.
I loved it. The whole premise, they were well, John Candy was a police officer that I guess he caught some undercover, not undercover cops. He caught some cops basically being dirty. And so they got him kicked off the force. So he has to resort to becoming a security cop, or he had to go to school to become a security guard. And so he meets Eugene Levy from, obviously
You
from
love-
American Pie. Everyone loves
You love
Eugene Levy's
Levy.
awesome. I do love Eugene. So, he's Eugene Levy was a lawyer, and he just couldn't hack it as a lawyer. And they're like, just quit your job. So he ends up going to that school too. They meet up, they become friends, and it's all hijinks. They eventually uncover that the armored car company that they got hired for, which was owned by Robert Loggia, right? He was basically stealing from the armored car company, and it was just like this whole thing. Great movie. I love the ending where he hijacks, where John Candy hijacks the oil rig, and he's driving it, and it was just funny, man. It was a great movie.
It's a 100% classic movie, but it's funny because we've gone through 3 already, and we have two like team ups: Eugene Levy and John Candy,
Yes.
and then of course Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. So I think that plays a little bit of a theme, especially on my list, because that's a type of humor that I like. But my 14, I doubt made your list as well, but a classic 80s movie, hysterical, but more played to the line of like teens, and that's License to Drive with Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
You mustn't fuck with the Department of Motor Vehicles, Mr. Anderson. We can make your life a living hell.
Tremendous movie. Growing up as a kid, I obviously everybody's waiting to kind of get their license, and I just fell in love with that movie. The two of those dudes, and of course Mercedes Lane. I had the biggest
Heather
crush
Graham.
on Mercedes Lane. Yeah, dude, Heather Graham has always been hot. From she was young all the way till now, she looks good. So, License to Drive, classic movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's about these, Corey Haim basically fails his driving exam, but he tells his parents that he passed it, ends up taking out his grandfather's car. It's a whole big story, but the father borrows the grandfather's car, and the grandfather borrows the father's car, and Corey Haim steals it, and they get into this night of debauchery. It was such a good young teen movie. To me, I had to put it at 14.
I like that movie too. And side note, one of my friends just told me the other day, he's like, because we're talking about Corey Haim and Corey Feldman for whatever reason. And he's like, dude, Corey Haim was raped.
Yeah, you know that?
I had
Yeah,
no
Charlie
idea.
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Sheen.
I can't believe. I mean, Charlie Sheen's a dirtbag, bro. But I mean, I can't believe that. That's so nuts.
I heard from another movie in the 80s, another great movie, not a comedy,
It was
but
Lucas.
But yeah. That was a big thing.
In between two trailers. He raped them in between two trailers. Dude, Charlie
Dude,
Sheen's
I don't know. All right. So what's your next one up? Number 13, right?
Number 13. One of my favorite movies. Didn't make top 10. Starred John Cusack, and it was set back in, like, he was in high school trying to make a ski team, and the movie is called Better Off Dead.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so it's basically he's trying to make the ski team. He's in love with this girl Beth. It's his girlfriend. He doesn't make the ski team. She dumps him for the captain of the ski team, and he's trying to get her back, and he's trying to commit suicide. And then, like, he realizes he won't get her back, so he's like trying to commit suicide throughout the whole movie, and he's unsuccessful. And eventually he meets this nice little French foreign exchange student. But it was overall funny. I had the guy to play Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. I don't even know the guy's name. I just know him as Booger, but he's great.
Dudley Dawson was his name in Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know his real name though.
Charles DeMar was his name in Better Off Dead. Charles
there you
DeMar.
So
Great movie.
we're 3 in each, and we each of us have 3 different movies. I'm going to give it my 13, and another one I don't think made your list, but again, iconic movie for me growing up. And I don't know if you know this. It's called Summer School.
Rhonda, from a 29 to a 43, and she gave birth.
Isn't childbirth grounds for makeup cast?
forget the guy's name. Mark Harmon is his name. Who's a
Yes,
teacher
yes,
who
yes.
got roped into teaching summer school, and he's with all these degenerate kids, and they all have to pass. They could get like a passing grade on this thing in order to move on, and they just, oh my god, it was such a good freaking movie, a feel good movie. He does the right thing in the end, where a lot of kids end up passing, but all these kids are degenerates, and it makes the movie fantastic. I just don't know what to say. It's just one of the movies I loved growing up as a kid. Pure comedy.
You know, when you go back and you think all these, I mean, like, I didn't have that on my list, right? But I love
Yeah.
that movie. Like, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I had about 30 movies. That wasn't even on the 30. And I just had to cut it down. But like, this is why our lists are gonna be so different. Is because there were
I
so
know.
many good movies from the 80s that were funny, that were pure comedy. It's gonna keep going and going. Like, we're not gonna have very similar ones on here. I have a feeling.
I bet we have a few, but that's about
Maybe one or
it.
two,
Which,
but not.
yeah. What's number 12 for you?
While we were talking, I just remembered one that it's probably on your list too.
Don't even
And I know
say
it's
it.
one of your
Don't even
favorites.
say it.
I'm not going to say it, but I know which one. I have a feeling you put it on there. And if not, I'm going to say it at the end.
What's your number 12?
12. I have National Lampoon's Vacation.
Pardon me. I wonder if you could tell me how to get back on the expressway.
Fuck your mama.
Thank you very much.
Again, my favorite actor, Chevy Chase. Great movie. Classic. Clark Griswold takes his family cross country and just
Wally
runs
World.
into a bunch of hijinks all over the country trying to get to Wally World. And
Fuck yo, mama.
Hey, would it be Holmes?
Yeah.
me and my family need directions to, where is he going? St. Louis or?
Man, you're on the south side. I'm from the south side of Chicago.
I ain't from here.
That's number
movie,
8 on my list.
Yeah, I figured it made your list, but I put it at 12 because I loved Vacation. Actually, I'll be honest, I loved European Vacation better than Vacation.
Yeah, they were both really. The first two were really good. I got to be honest with you, but like I remember where I was when I first saw the original National Lampoon's Vacation, and I was just, first of all, what's her face? Chevy Chase was tremendous in the movie, but Beverly D'Angelo we all loved. But what's her face? The one with the pool. What's her name? I'm losing my mind. Where she skinny dips with her.
Oh my God!
Billy Joel's wife.
Billy
Joel's ex-wife.
Christy Brinkley.
Yeah, oh my
Christy
God.
Brinkley, right? Yeah, she was hot.
Tremendous. Just an iconic 80s movie. It made number 8 on my list, but number 12 for you. So I'm going to give you my number 12, and maybe it made it on your list. I have a feeling maybe it did, maybe it didn't. And that's the original Police Academy. Fucking Steve Guttenberg.
Love.
I don't know the guy's name. Michael Winslow, the guy who made all the noises.
Yes, the noises.
Tackleberry. Some iconic. They went out to make like 6 or 7 of those. Commandant Hooks.
Lassard.
Yeah, no, Lassard. So there's a story behind this, because we had our dean of students or whatever he was in college. We used to call people who they look like, and we used to call them Commandant Hussar. His last name was Hussar. So iconic movie. They don't have to make a lot of them, but that first one I think was the best one.
The first one by far was the second one was good too. This did make my list. Actually, I had it at number 3.
Yeah,
I
it was a
love
good
Police
movie.
Academy. I'm forgetting her name, but the blonde with the huge cans, the police officer, she was the best.
She was awesome. I forgot her name too in the movie, but Kim Cattrall was also in the first one.
Kim Cattrall was in the first one, yes.
So
Kim Cattrall was amazing in that first one too.
I have a feeling Kim Cattrall is going to be in one of your other movies that you mentioned, but we'll save that for later.
No, she
Definitely.
didn't. That movie's not mentioned here, but go ahead.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked if it's not.
This I would have put it higher. I wanted to put it higher, but there's so many other good movies on here. I'm going back with Rodney Dangerfield, and that's Back to School.
You remember that thing we had about 30 years ago called that Korean conflict? Yeah, and where we failed to achieve victory. How come we didn't cross the 38th parallel and push those rice eaters back to the Great Wall of China and take the Berkeley brick and nuke them back into the fucking Stone Age River? How come? Tell me why! Say it! Say it!
Tremendous.
Rodney Dangerfield, the creator of Tall and Fat, which is a designer label for fat and tall people. Rich guy, his wife's cheating on him. He's like, F it, I'm going back to college. goes back and joins his son back in school. And it's just, it's typical Rodney Dangerfield jokes. Um, and my favorite character in that movie,
I already know. Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison, the history teacher. One of the best scenes ever in a movie where he rips the desk off and throws it. I mean, like you could see, and the funny thing is you could still see in that clip, the kids in the background, like that are like the extras or whatever, they're fucking cracking up as Kinnison's ripping, and so is Dangerfield. Dangerfield's losing his shit while he's ripping the desk off. Kinnison was a complete animal. I'm glad he was in that movie. He made that movie, actually. I felt like he made that movie. I love Sam Kinison.
Dude, that's number
two. That was an awesome movie.
That's number 2 on my list. That's how much that great that movie is. Number 2. No,
Wow,
it's all right.
okay.
Listen, I'll go into a little bit more. He goes back to school. You said his wife is cheating. Goes back to school to be with his son, who's also in college, who's trying to be a diver. And Rodney Dangerfield's character was like an all-time diver who did the triple Lindy at the end of that movie. And the best part also, which always gets overlooked, is his bodyguard, Lou.
Yes,
dude,
Lou.
Hysterical.
What's his name?
Yeah, Paulie from Rocky.
Paulie from Rocky. What's his name in real life, man?
Oh, I don't fucking know his name, but he was great in that. Oh, he was great in that.
Dude, he was great in The Sopranos too. I love him.
He's great in every. Dude, that movie was to me my 1980s growing up. There's so many iconic moments growing up. Like in that movie, there's so many moments between the triple Lindy at the end. A couple other things I don't want to mention. Sam Kinison, hysterical. Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai is the villain again in that movie, which makes it again.
He played the villain. Oh my god, he was so typecasted back then, bro.
Yeah,
he played the villain
don't forget,
in like every 80s movie.
Here's one I bet you don't remember, but Robert Downey Jr. played the son's best friend. Yes. Tremendous movie.
There was a lot of big names in that movie, man.
It was. All right, so my number 11, we actually talked about this movie on our last podcast, and that's the movie Twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. To me, again, an iconic.
I didn't have that on my list, but
a feel-good movie, but really, really funny. Two brothers who are estranged their entire life, end up finding each other, and one has all the strengths, all the good stuff from the embryo, and the other is literally what we said before, where all the crap left over went over to him. And they just portrayed those characters immensely. They get into hijinks along the way trying to find their mother, but just an iconic film. I don't want to get too much into it because we talked about it the last podcast, but for me, that's number 11. It's just an all-time favorite.
Good movie. Didn't make my list because I mean, like, I liked it, but this list is like the top of the top for me.
Your list is like pure 80s tomfoolery. I already know it. What's your number 10?
My number 10 stars Eddie Murphy. And it originally takes place in Detroit and makes its way out to LA, Beverly Hills, and that's Beverly Hills Cop.
I see you look at this base.
Yeah, I was wondering how much something like this went for.
$130,000.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I cannot. It's serious because it's very important base.
Great.
Loved Beverly Hills Cop. And it was about Detective Axel Foley, whose friend gets murdered, and goes out to LA to try to solve the crime. He's always like getting combated by the two cops that are assigned to follow him. And it was just a funny movie, man. Eddie Murphy was that was his heyday, man. Like mid 80s was great. He came out with so many good movies.
I have a feeling that's not going to be the only Eddie Murphy movie on this list. But the best part of that movie was the captain. His captain in Detroit, fucking hysterical. Oh my God, he made that movie.
What movie was it? He's like they're like the angry black captain. Like every movie has to have an angry black police captain. It was hysterical. But he epitomized that. It was great, man.
So believe it or not, that did not make my list. It's an iconic movie. It really is.
Yeah.
It didn't make my list, but I went with movies that really I remember loving as a kid. Number 10, I don't think it's going to make your list, but again, it's the second movie we're going to talk about, someone we already mentioned, and that's John Candy, and that's the movie Summer Rental.
You have good vision? Oh, you have to in your business,
Well,
right?
it helps.
And you're very observant, I can tell that. So can I have your honest opinion about something?
Sure.
What do you think of these?
You ever see the movie Summer Rental?
I love Summer Rental, man. That was on
Oh
my top
my
30, but I
God.
didn't make this list. I love it, though. It
Dude,
was great.
some iconic scenes in that movie. He goes away with his family. His children are assholes. And he ends up like, whatever, going off into this bar that's on a boat. And they end up wanting to compete against this other asshole in the movie with a boat that was the restaurant. He ends up fixing up the boat and they go sailing. Oh my God, such an iconic movie. John Candy, in my opinion, owned the 1980s. I have a feeling there's going to be another one on this list, but we'll see. I absolutely love that movie.
Best scene in that movie is when he mistakenly goes into the neighbor's house.
Yep.
And
Yep.
she's naked. And I forget, he's like, I guess the husband comes in. He's like, Jesus Christ, again.
Yep.
And
No.
then he's like,
so let's go.
He's like, oh, she got these new tits, and she's she's not happy with them. He's like,
She was
feel them.
You're just like, can I get your opinion on something? Is your eyesight okay? What do you think of these? Oh my God. Tremendous, tremendous movie. I love that movie.
Yeah.
We're at number 9. What's your number 9?
I'm going back with Chevy Chase again. This movie for me is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Chevy Chase plays a journalist.
Yep. I knew this.
Investigational journalist. And he goes by the name of Fletch.
Excuse me, senor. You are a member of the club?
No, I'm not. I'm with the Underhills.
They are left, senor.
That's all right. They'll be back. He went out for his urinalysis.
I love Fletch, man. Fletch was such a great movie. It's just dry humor. He's so fucking funny in the movie. Everything, he just came up with these names. They're like weird names that he would come up with. It was hysterical.
Again, the chick from that movie, the one where he Mrs. Stansfield, that chick, beautiful. Stanwyck, whatever.
Stanwyck, yeah.
She's beautiful in that movie. I had a crush on her growing up as well.
Underhills. We used to charge everything up on the Underhills credit card at the club.
Right away, Mr. Underhill. Great
then,
movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Just like everything he did, like he just everything he did. Like when the waiter came up to him at the country club, he's like, are you here with the guests, sir? He's like, yes, I'm with the Underhills. He's like, will you be staying for lunch? Yeah, I'll have a steak sandwich and a steak sandwich.
Steak sandwich, yes.
Where's Mr. Underhill? He went out for his colonoscopy.
All-time great movie, but the problem is with that movie, you have to be into that type of humor. Again, it didn't make my top 15, but you have to be into that type of humor. But if you go back and watch Chevy Chase's other movies, they're nothing like that character. That character was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It was a great movie. It's a cult classic too.
Yeah. All right, so we're at number 9, right? At my number 9, I have to think that this movie made your list. It's a huge movie. We talked about one of these guys already, and that's Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay, Takashi, what do you got?
Well, I think I have a frush.
What the fuck is a frush?
Frush?
Oh, well, see, I got 2 7s, and 2 7s beats a frush.
Oh, thank you.
Revenge of the Nerds, to me, when I first saw that film, it was like, you know what? This is everything what the 1980s is all about. Sports, geeks, computers. They were just like coming on the scene at that time, and like,
I tell you what,
women.
Watching Revenge of the Nerds just made you want to go to college, bro. It just made you want to go to college. Well, all the scenes that they had in that movie, it was great, man. I love the Revenge of the Nerds, and actually that made my list at number 4 because it was like one of my favorite movies. The nerds get kicked out of their house because the jocks burned their house down, and they had to first they moved into the gym, then they said they can move off campus as long as they formed a fraternity, and the only fraternity that would ever sponsor them was the all-black fraternity because it's 80s and they have to be stupid. So but all the hijinks they did in the movie, the panty raid, the carnival, all the
what made that movie
and Poindexter and
well that's the thing.
Lamar Luttrell with the aerodynamic with the limp-wristed throwing everything the javelin. It was so fucking great, man.
But that's what made that movie great, is because you had every type of being in that movie. I don't want to say being, but every type of nerd between the Asian nerd. I hate to say it, but like you had Lamar, you had Booger, which is like the disgusting nerd. They had every type of nerd.
You had the disgusting nerd. You had the young nerd, which was Wormser. You had Poindexter with the thick glasses and played the violin.
And then you had
just every
the two,
type of nerd possible.
and then you had the two main nerds that were like typical nerds for back then, what they would be described as.
Tape
But
on their
regardless,
glasses and-
you know, did Louis Skolnick is to this day one of the best characters that has ever been created.
Yeah, he just
With the-
passed
with the
away
stu-
recently, didn't he?
I know, yeah, with the stupid laugh and everything. Tremendous, tremendous. But it's only my number 9, but that was your number 4. Number 8 was National Lampoon's Vacation for me. So what was your number 8?
And a great ensemble cast. This movie had so many stars in it, and it was just pure 80s hijinks comedy. And that's the Cannonball Run.
Oh, that didn't even make my list.
Dude, how do you not love the Cannonball Run? You got Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise, freaking Sammy Davis Jr. You got what's his name? Jamie Farr played the Arab Sheik. You had oh my God, who else? What's his name's in it too? Dean Martin. Dean Martin and Sammy Davis made those movies, bro. They were so funny. That duo together was great. But they played they played cops. I think they played cops in the first one. Priests were the second one. Dude, Cannonball Run, great movie. So funny. If you haven't seen the movie, if whoever's listening, just go watch that movie. That's a classic 80s comedy.
Hey, before we get into our number 7s, I want to remind everybody out there, if you have a topic for us to cover here on the podcast, make sure you email us at ultimaterewinds@gmail.com. Go ahead, bro. Give me your number 7. I'm going to let you go back to back here because we already talked about my number 8. So what is your number 7?
My number 7 may have made your list, might have been a little higher for you. Leslie Nielsen and The Naked Gun.
Didn't make my list.
Wow. The Naked Gun, dude. Will you talk about pure comedy?
It is,
Spoof
but it's a stupid comedy. Stupid comedy.
Oh my God, it's freaking epic. The Naked Gun is great. How did you not make that list?
I was never a huge fan of the series. O.J. Simpson, hate to say it, he was the best part of that fucking movie. I don't know. Leslie Nielsen never did it for me. It was good in the 80s, like it was the first time you saw that type of thing. Frank Drebin, but I was never really into the Naked Gun series.
I love the Naked Gun, man. I loved all of them. They were all funny. They were all great. He was just, he was a cop. I think if you saw, what was it? The Police Squad, I think was the name of the show. It was based on that, and it was just funny. It was just a stupid comedy. All the jokes that they were making, all the sexual innuendos. Remember when what's her name? Priscilla Presley,
yeah.
Priscilla Presley, when she's climbing up the ladder, and he looks up, he's like, "Nice beaver." She's like, "Thanks, I just had it stuffed and mounted."
Yeah.
It's like perfect comedy, dude.
That's what I mean. It's like stupid humor. That's to me that was never going to make my top 15. No, it was funny for the times, but to me it had to have some type of a plot, and
Dude,
it
Enrico
really did.
Palazzo.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Enrico Palazzo. Hey, look, it's Enrico Palazzo. Come on.
Regardless, my number 7 I know did not make your list, but it's an iconic 80s movie. I consider this a comedy because of the character and the storyline, and it was just an all-around 80s good feel-good movie, and that's Adventures in Babysitting. Elizabeth Shue, where she's babysitting and these kids get into hijinks and they go into the city. Tremendous movie. It's iconic for the 1980s, and I had the biggest crush on Elizabeth Shue in that film. I think all of us did growing up, but I don't want to go into specifics if you haven't seen it, but iconic movie from the 1980s. They end up like getting into all these hijinks. At one point, they're like dangling from a fucking skyscraper, where the parents the kids that they're watching are like a ballroom, whatever, dance or whatever the hell it is, something for his work. Great movie. And my number 7. I had to put it on.
I did like that movie. It was a good movie, but it didn't. Yeah, it just didn't make my list. It was not funny enough in my eyes.
Number 6. Go ahead.
Number 6, we're going with another spoof.
Uh-oh.
I know. It had to have made your list. But it's from the great Mel Brooks, and that is
100%.
Spaceballs.
That's number 4, baby, on my list. Iconic movie.
Spaceballs was iconic.
When does this happen in the movie?
Now. You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed then.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
When will then be now? soon.
It mocked
Star Wars.
Star Wars. You had Mel Brooks
Lord
was
Helmet.
in it as Yogurt.
Yep.
Yeah, Lord Helmet was what's his name?
Rick Moranis. They're
Rick
doing another one.
Moranis.
They're
I
doing
know. I
another
can't
one.
wait, dude. I can't wait. But yeah, it's so funny, man, and a lot of one-liners. Typical Mel Brooks type comedy.
Mel Brooks is the best. The best when it comes to that type of comedy between Young Frankenstein, which is another iconic movie that I absolutely love, but all the great characters between Lone Star, Princess Vespa, Barf,
Lone Star. You
the fucking bot. Yeah, the bot. I forget his name. Dottie. I forgot the bot's name.
Dot
but
Matrix.
Dot Matrix. That was it. Another
Barf.
John Candy movie.
John Candy.
Dude, Summer Rental. You gave us Armed and Dangerous.
Yes.
It was edited so far, and now Spaceballs. So 3 for John Candy already. But
John
to me, that
80s, man.
he's pure 80s. Gone way too soon. And there were so many other great movies that he did that I don't think are going to make this list. Like Splash. Like Splash didn't make my list.
Yes, that was a good movie.
I'm sure it didn't make it. Tremendous. Him and Tom Hanks in that movie is.
I love.
Oh my god. But yeah, definitely Spaceballs number 4 for me. And it was going to make it. There's no question. And to me, it was iconic for what it was because we had never seen anything like that, like a big time spoof. Like Naked Gun was like stupid. That shit was funny. All right. My number 6, in my opinion, I thought about putting higher because it's another buddy movie and it's one of your favorite actors, which I know you already have 2 of them on this list between Fletch and what was the other one? Chevy Chase, National Lampoons. So this to me was his best movies,
Yes.
his best movie in my opinion, and that's Spies Like Us.
Oh yes, that's such a good movie, man.
Why are you here?
Why am I here? Why are you here? Why is anybody here? I think it was John Paul Sartre who once said, how do you spell Sartre? Ow! And let that be a lesson to you.
Every minute you don't tell us why you're here, I cut off a finger.
Mine or yours?
Yours.
Dude, him and Dan Aykroyd in that movie were awesome together. I'm surprised they didn't do more. Yeah. So anybody who hasn't seen this movie, there are 2 like, I don't know what fucking Chevy Chase is in the movie. He's like, he works for this whatever, and they tell him he's got to go take this foreign intelligence exam, and he tries to cheat off Dan Aykroyd, and they both get busted. And they get chosen for like this GLG 20 program where they're supposed to be like decoys and they go out to Russia to be like decoys for the real spies. Oh my God, they are pure magic together. If you do not tell you where you're from, I cut off a finger. Oh my God. And Chevy Chase goes, mine and yours. Fucking hysterical. Oh my God. You want to talk about pure comedy? Whoever wrote that's a genius.
Yeah, they did a lot. I mean, I don't want to say any other movies that they did, because it might have made your list because Chevy Chase is just hysterical. But that movie was funny as hell, man. What another just like classic Chevy Chase 80s comedy, man.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 stars Tom Hanks. And the lovely Tawny Kitaen. And that's Bachelor Party.
See, you know what? I forgot about that movie. I did not put it on my list.
Bachelor Party. Go
Funny
back
movie.
and watch it now, like all these years later. Bachelor Party's fucking awesome. Bachelor Party was one of the funniest fucking movies ever. Tom Hanks proposes. Tom Hanks is basically a loser. He drives a school bus. He's marrying this super rich girl, like, her family's super rich. And, they don't want her to marry him. She doesn't care. She loves him. So he's throwing this big time bachelor party.
His friends are, not him.
His friends are. The bachelor party of all bachelor parties. And basically, they're trying, I mean, the father-in-law to be tries to like sabotage him so he catches Rick. He's like, that Rick's a degenerate and he's going to catch him, whatever. So he sends Tawny Kitaen's ex-boyfriend out to go sabotage the party. And even the girls try to find out what's going on with the bachelor party and end up at the men find out they were at a strip club.
Yeah.
And they went to the strip club and they got the one waiter's name was Nick the Dick. And they
Nick the Dick, yeah.
with the hot dog tray. And the mom kept pulling.
First of all, I agree. It should have been on my list because I totally forgot about it. Iconic movie. Like his friends in that movie are tremendous. The little dude with the glasses who gets the hookers. Oh my
The
God, he's so
mechanic.
funny. Yes.
The brother,
Oh
the
my
brother
God.
that's a doctor that was hysterical. Remember when
He was.
remember his friend was taking the pictures and they got in their picture and he's like, they like go in and they're like taking pictures with the mom with the big chest and she's opening up her blouse.
Oh my God,
Dude, fucking
such a
great movie, man.
I'm surprised
Dude,
it only major. What number 6
number
or 5?
Five.
That's
Yeah,
oh my God.
so many funny things, man. The donkey, they had the donkey show with the stripper, and the donkey's like snorting lines of coke and eat all the amphetamines and shit. And then the donkey dies, and they have to take it out of the hotel. I mean, like you just don't make movies like this. I mean, it's kind of like The Hangover.
I was just gonna say that. That's like exactly
but
what that movie is.
20 years or 30 years earlier, man. It was insane.
And it was a lot raunchier, in my opinion. That
Oh
movie
my
was
God,
a lot
yeah. That's
raunchier
why
than
it
The
was
Hangover.
insane.
All right, so my number 5, I don't think major list, but again, another Chevy Chase film. Okay, this one,
Here we go.
hysterical. Three Amigos.
Yes, I was hoping you. I wouldn't want to say it. I kept it off my list. I had a feeling you were going to put it though.
Would you say I have a plethora of piñatas? A what? A plethora.
Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Chevy Chase are absolutely hysterical in this film. Just unbelievable actors that are like portraying these Mexican whatever in films, and then they get caught up in Mexico and they think that they're real that they're real fucking whatever amigos, and they end up saving a town from El Guapo Tremendous in Santa Poco. Awesome movie. Funny as hell for these three guys.
Would you say I have a plethora of sweaters?
Plethora?
Yes, a plethora. Jefe, what is a plethora? I'm sorry.
I don't know, Guapo.
El Guapo, I'm not as smart as you.
Or handsome. Great movie. The best scene in that movie is when they break down in song in the fucking bar in Mexico. Oh my God, so fucking funny, man.
Yes. Martin Short was great in that movie.
He really was. There's actually
Martin
a movie.
Short is
Martin
one
Short,
of those forgotten. He was one of those forgotten, like, dude. Remember Inner Space?
I was just gonna say that there's one movie I was gonna leave off here, which I just remembered. Martin Short, him and fucking Dennis Quaid in that movie. That was such a good movie.
That
wasn't
was
so
a great
much
movie.
Meg Ryan was in it. Wasn't so much like a comedy, but it was just an interesting presence.
It was comedy.
It was, but honestly, Dennis Quaid made that movie. Martin Short was funny, but Dennis Quaid was fucking funnier in that movie.
Yeah, Meg Ryan too, young Meg Ryan. It was a good movie.
Yeah, she was cute in that movie. So my number 4 was Spaceballs. What's your number 4?
My 4 was Revenge of the Nerds, which we both hit.
All right,
now
so
we're
number
on to
3. Top 3.
My 3 was Police Academy, and I already called it, or you called it. So.
Oh, well, guess what? My number 2 was Back to School. So let me give you my number 3. Okay. And it's another John Candy movie.
Okay.
See, Chevy Chase and John Candy seem to be heads and above, like the stars of the 1980s. Yeah, no question. So I'm sure you've seen this movie, but I doubt it made your list. And that's The Great Outdoors.
Bear! Big Bear!
No! True! Out there!
We're glad you're home, honey.
Big Bear! Chase! Big Bear, chase!
What does he say?
What? Big Bear, chase me!
It's him and Dan Aykroyd, where they go to like a camping spot, whatever, with both their families. And
Yep.
They basically, like, I don't want to say they hate each other, they're brother-in-laws, but like Dan Aykroyd is the biggest asshole in that movie, and John Candy's like the nicest dude. But there are so many funny scenes in that movie. Him going eat the steak at the restaurant with all the lard. Yeah, the sheep balls. That too. And then at the end,
wait. Was that in the movie? That wasn't in the movie. That was the other Chevy Chase movie where he was eating sheep balls and they were counting the sheep balls.
I thought it
moved
was
upstate New York and he was writing a book.
Oh, that's Funny Farm. It's fucking
Funny
stupid
Farm.
movie.
That was the sheep
You're
balls.
Right.
No.
You're right.
The other thing was John Candy.
The old the steak was called the old something. I forgot the old whatever it was.
69er or 76er or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like we had to eat the whole steak and everybody would eat for free. And he fucking finished it and he like looked like he was gonna pass out. But the best part of the movie is at the end where like the bear follows him home after saving the kids. Oh my God, fucking hysterical. John Candy was the king of the 1980s by far.
He was great, man. So that was your
what are we?
3, and now we're
Your
at
number
2.
two?
You said your 2 is already named.
Back to School. Yeah. So what's your 2?
I'm going back to Eddie Murphy.
So, okay. So let me tell you something. This number 2 for you is my number 1 movie. I already know.
Coming to America. I mean, this could have been number 1 on my list. Coming to America
It was my number 1.
was one of the funniest fucking movies ever made. Pure genius. Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, playing multiple roles throughout the movie.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
You know, just like it's just pure comedy. I mean, who was your favorite character in that movie?
You know what? It's hard to say, but probably the Soul Glow dude. The Soul Glow fucking guy. Just his character. He wasn't funny, but his character was funny.
The hair.
The father too. McDowell's the father from who owned McDowell's. He was funny as well.
Yeah. So, my favorite was like an Eddie Murphy.
The guy who swept the floor.
No.
At the
Not
McDonald's?
Eddie Murphy. It was actually Arsenio Hall. Arsenio Hall played the Reverend.
Yes.
Remember the Miss Black Awareness pageant?
Of course.
Yeah. I want you to put your hands together. Big round of
Mr.
applause.
One.
Jackson Heights own Mr. Randy Watson. Yeah.
Sexual chocolate. Dude, that movie, it's just the premise of an African prince coming to New York to find his bride because he was set up in Africa to marry a woman he didn't want to marry. Pure fucking genius. And where do you go in New York to find, a queen?
Where can a prince go in New York to find his queen? Queens.
Tremendous. Semi. Oh my God. That movie to me, it was number 1. Like to me, that's the one movie I remember constantly from the 1980s because every scene was pure magic.
Oh my God.
From
when he gets off the plane and he's walking in the street and he goes, "Halt!" And then there's Jake Seinfeld, I think it was the taxi driver. He's like, you don't fuck. Tremendous movie. Just like every scene was just like pure, like just showing New Yorkers as like pure animals back then. Like
they are.
He's like, "Good morning, my neighbors. Hey, fuck you. Yes, fuck you too."
Eddie Murphy again. If it wasn't John Candy or Chevy Chase, Eddie Murphy was right there. Like he really was.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I mean, there's so many movies we left off this list that another 48 hours. I mean,
Trading Places.
So many. Trading Places.
Yeah, I agree. There was a lot.
Dude, Boomerang.
Was that 90s or 80s though?
No, that was 80s, man. He had a string of fucking comedies. The Golden Child.
Yes. Another good one. You're right.
I mean, he did have the stand-up movie too. Eddie Murphy Raw. He had Delirious.
Yeah. Well, we should do a podcast just on stand-up comedians. Yeah, because there's a few I would definitely mention in there. But that's it, man. That was my number 1. So what's your number 1 movie?
I'm going back to spoof. And I'm going back to Leslie Nielsen. Airplane.
Okay.
Dude, Airplane is the comedy of all comedies in the 80s. And Don't Call Me Shirley.
Yeah, to me, another
all the one-liners from that movie are great.
Stupid movies. Like to me, it was along the same lines as Naked Gun. Like, just it's one-liner, but the plot is like beyond stupid. So that's why to me it's not on my list.
Excuse me, stewardess. I speak jive.
Yeah,
come on,
it's
dude.
funny. I'm not saying it's not funny,
jive.
But if you look at some of these other movies that we have on the list, like the plot is actually pretty good. Like Police Academy, the plot's pretty good. Spies Like Us, the plot's pretty good. Spaceballs, even Coming to America, fucking plot is tremendous.
Yeah, it's a good movie. There's no plot. I mean, but we said pure comedy.
It is pure
comedy. There's no plot to those movies. Who cares?